Hello, in this class I am going to discuss about the input and output operations in C. Okay, so first of all, so what is the meaning of input? Input means you have to give input to the program. Okay, so output means you have to display something onto the screen, that is called output. Okay, so always make a note when you write a program. Okay, so when you write a program, so you have to give input, we have to get output. Okay, this is what formatting of the so generally what for any program is done. Okay, so you have to give input to the program, you have to get output to the program. Okay, so when you get the output, so when there are no any errors, then only you may get output. That is one thing. So you may get output, but the output may be wrong when the logic also wrong. Okay, so when your logic of a program is correct, then only you will get the exact or correct output. Okay, now coming to the first of all, we will take first we'll discuss about the what is the how to print anything onto the screen, that is called output function. Okay, so for example, this is very basic example. So hash include stdio.h. Okay, so what is the meaning of stdio.h? Is standard input output dot header file. Okay, so this section is called header file section. Header file section. Okay, you give comment, so it means above the main function. So above the main function you are declaring the all the header files. Okay, I will tell what is the meaning of header file. Now coming to the our main focusing is on the so how to print something onto the screen. Now coming to the so void main, this is mandatory if you take a C programming language. Okay, this is the opening of the function, this is the closing of the function. Okay, now in C programming language, if you want to print anything onto the screen, there is a function called that is called printf. Okay, using a printf, I am able to print onto the screen anything onto the screen. Okay, nothing but a monitor. So always make a note, in the printf function you have to include in the double quotes. Double quotes. So this is called string constant. Okay, so this you are able to understand in the unit 4. Okay, so generally this is called string constant. Okay, it means what, I am printing hello world message onto the screen. Then what you have to do, you have to save the program, you have to compile the program, you have to run the program. Then I'm going to get output as the output as what will be the output, output is hello world. So this is the output. Okay, so using this printf function I am able to print onto the screen anything onto the screen. This is very basic. Okay, basic small C program. Okay, now coming to the next one. For example, if you want to print any values onto the screen. Okay, okay, I am taking here. Okay, now tell me what is the purpose of stdio.h. It means I am writing here, see in the program. So this is a what, this is a function actually, this is a function actually. See, always make a note, for any function there will be a set of statements. Okay, for example, if you take this is a function, main function, so from here to here, so in this how many statement I am having, I am having only one statement. Okay, so what is the purpose of this program? The purpose of this program is to print hello world message onto the screen. That is what the purpose. Okay, so now what is a printf? So printf also having the some thousands lines of code actually. Okay, so using when you include stdio.h, okay, the programs, the program, the programs or the functions belongs to the printf will be present in the stdio.h. That is the purpose of the stdio.h. It means what, so when the control, okay, when the control or when the system identifies the printf function, the functions, the programs which are belong to the printf function are going to included using this stdio.h header file. That is what, for example, I will take a one example. If you want to build a house, okay, so what is the main thing it required? Cement. What you are going to do? So you are not creating a, you are not doing a cement on your own. Okay, you are buying the cement from the cement factory. Okay, so that's what I meant. Okay, if you want to construct a house, if you want some bricks, what you are doing? You are going to buy bricks from the brick house. It means what? They are manufacturing, you are going to bring and use it, same like that only. So printf means what? Again, this function also having a some 1,000 lines of code that you are going to bring from the stdio.h. That is the purpose of the stdio.h. Sometimes in the program you may give or you may not give. So I am not getting any error. So better to give hash include stdio.h. So that is the purpose of the hash include stdio.h. Okay, now take one more example. Now you see here, for example, void main. This is what? This is the header file. This is the header file. Okay, main is a mandatory in the C programming language. Now you see here, this is the opening of the C programming language. This is the closing of the C programming language. Now see here, in the first program, simply I am printing the some message onto the screen using the printf function. Now come to the like now you are taking int a equal to 4. So how to read? So a is a variable of type integer having a value 4. Okay, so what is the purpose of a clrs here? If you want to erase the previous program output, I have to use the clrs here function, that is clear screen function. Now coming to our main topic, the printf. Now see here, I want to print a onto the screen. How to print using a printf? Okay, now you see here, the value of a is, it is percentage d and then a. It means what? I am telling to the system, okay, in the a, what is the value? 4. Okay, I am telling to the system in the variable a there is a value, go and print. It is what type of value? It is percentage d. It means what? It is a decimal value. Already I told decimal means what? 1, okay, 5, okay, 2, 7. That is what decimal value. What is the real number? Like 4.2, okay, 5.3. This is called real number. Okay, so think like that. Now, so that is the purpose of the value is of a is percentage d. This you have to mention. Okay, this you have to mention. Okay, so comma a. It means what? I want to print decimal value in the variable a. You have to tell to printf. Okay, that is the purpose of the. So how to print the integer value onto the screen? Now take one more example here. For example, here I am taking the three types of values. Okay, so read the program. First of all, what? stdio.h. Okay, so and then main function. So purpose, tell me the purpose of stdio.h. What is the purpose of stdio.h? So whatever the statements, whatever the instructions, whatever the program belong to the printf function will be present in the stdio.h. Okay, don't write the program for the printf, simply include it. That's what I told you. If you want to build any house, simply you are buying a cement, you are not preparing the cement. Okay, like that. So a equal to 4. What is this? A is a variable of type integer having a value 4. So b is a variable of type of float having a value 4.5. So c is a, it is a character variable having a value j. Okay, so now you know about clrs here. Now what? How to print a b c? See, in the first one I am printing, I am not printing any value, simply I am printing the some message onto the screen. Okay, now in the second program in the second program I am printing only the single value onto the screen. Now coming to third program, I am printing three values, a b c. How to print? I'm writing separately here. So here I'm writing separately. So right here like this, printf the values of a comma b comma c. Okay, see, up to this you write your own message, but what is the mandatory? You have to mention the format specifiers. Like, what is the a? It is percentage d. What is the b? It is a float. You have to write percentage f. What is the c? It is character. You have to write percentage c, double quotes, comma, a comma b comma c. So in this way you have to write the printf statements. See, it is matches to the first a, it matches to the c b, okay, it matches to the last c element. Okay, in this way you have to print the multiple values in onto the screen. Then what will be the output? Same statement only I written. So values of a comma b comma c are, so 4, 4.5 and then j. So this will be the output. Okay now, so this is how to print multiple values onto the screen. Okay, so for example I will take one more example. So okay, before that, okay, for example, if I have the, so if I have void main, if I have void main, if I am having long int a equal to 4, if I have double b equal to 5.7. So now how to print onto the screen? Okay, using printf statements. Printf values of a and b are, okay, so what is the format specifier for the long int? It is percentage ld, long decimal. Okay, next one, what is a double? It is percentage lf, long float, double quotes close. So a comma b. So and then close the program. This is how to print the message onto the screen. Now you see here, so this belongs to the first variable a, this belongs to the second variable b. See, you don't exchange. Okay, so if it is long int, you have to mention the format specifier. It is long int means it is percentage long decimal. Okay, so double for what? It is percentage lf, long float. You have to, it want to match in the sequence, it want to match with the sequence. So if you exchange, for example, for this if you write like this, for this if you write, you may get some different answer, or you may get error. Okay, so you have to match this for this, this for, and then this, like this. Okay, so in that way you have to use the printf statement. Okay, so for example, and one more thing. So for example, if you are taking only two format specifiers here. Okay, so this is one format specifier, this is one format specifier. So double quotes close, if I take a comma b comma c, so there is this is a wrong. Why? Because I'm having only two format specifiers. Okay, but I'm taking extra value variable, which is a wrong. Okay, so the number of format specifiers must match with the number of variables you are going to print. Okay, that want to match. Okay, okay, now coming to, so that is all about the printf statement. Now coming to the scanf. Okay, scanf means what? If you want to take values dynamically, then I have to use the scanf function. See, always make a note. For example, what is scanf? So how it is shown e, okay, I'll stop here.